at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Yellow Jackets will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The screen, he can go. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air, moving out to the right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Inside, it's Hosley. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Lost one deep down the right side. Upstairs to make the catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hosley. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it way down the field. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hausman. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He might want another play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punt it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Lacy. He breaks a tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We've come to the end of the period and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to the ground with the running back. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Running inside. It's Lacy. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On On the move. Could be an alley. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He's at the touchdown. Oh, miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. Bust through behind his pad. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Mendoza. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the field. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Rebels offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Gill. Turning it on. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the Rebels right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A designed run for the quarterback. Shake. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And then that is... what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the ground, it's Hosley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Started at 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Knowles. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down,
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender.
But look at this. They're not setting setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a grab deep. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Knowles. Lofts one high and deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
They'll open the second half with a run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Hosva. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Looking deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, 2 guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
Dropping back, it's Knowles. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Running the red zone, it's Hosley. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Shaw. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Quarterback keep. Gain of 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires left. He makes a catch. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses defenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. On the ground, it's Hosley. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Knowles.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are, and we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now have the insult to injury with the pick 6. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. It's been showing itself all game long.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming in.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is in the air. Here's the return. Smashes through the tackle. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yards. Rebels come out to get this drive started. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Pulls it in. It's Odom. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback keeps it. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. It's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to have that defense you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Do a great job in the base defense making a play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. To the air, it's Knowles. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On the run, it's Hosley. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve it. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
From the red zone, it's Lacy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Knowles. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical.
Oh, he wants it all. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
A run for the quarterback.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming into the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.